Hey, I'm Jay Thomas. Welcome back to Hot Rod Hangout. We're checking out what's new at Rod's Hot Rods and Faithful Avenue, like always. And it's kind of cold out now.
That's the jacket. Well, it's kind of a weird one. I got my sunglasses on, jacket on.
I know.
Jeans on.
And
but yet the next few days are calling for plus 20.
I know. Just in the morning, it's like 0.
It was -4 tonight. It's going to be
crazy.
We still got lots of time.
We do. There's still time to drive, which is great. We're actually going to go for a little drive with something really cool at the end of this video. So if you want to see that, stick around.
Cool part about that is I'm the only one that thought it was cool because it has that, well, before driving it.
I thought it was cool.
Because it's got that look like, that's not really, doesn't really fit what we do. But when you drive it.
I think you're thinking of other people didn't think it was cool. That's my kind of car.
But not the patina part of it.
That's
though.
right. I'm like a shiny paint kind of guy usually, right?
But when you drive this thing, it puts a smile on your face.
Just wait, you'll see. We'll save it for a surprise. We've got 5 vehicles to look at today, right?
Yeah, well, we have actually more, but we're going to leave 2 in the trailer.
Yep.
So it was 7, now it's 5. Next week, so far, I've got 14. So far.
Are we going to put them on the roof, Rod?
I don't know. See, I just do, then I ask later where we're going to put them. So,
where are we parking all these things?
Today, for instance, we got 2 more coming in. The guys are like, where are we going to put them? I'm like, well.
On the front lawn.
Dibs out.
Yeah.
That's what my wife does all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna check out some cool stuff today. Stick around for that. Thank you for everybody who came out to rides at Rod's throughout the summer. That is wrapped up now. We had a good final show.
Yeah, it was pretty good the last one.
Last one, which is great. So thanks for that. I think we'll do that again next year. It's just a fun, easy way to have an excuse to go for a drive in your car in the morning.
This winter we're still open Saturdays, but the hours are changing till noon to 4.
Yep.
So I can
sleep in.
Well, no, I try to now, but as I'm getting older, I can't sleep in anymore. It's like the clock just at 6 o'clock just goes like that. And
it's like an old man thing, isn't it?
I can do my yard work Saturday mornings or snow blow winter time, whatever.
Yeah.
Show up, 11:45ish and
sit and drink your coffee in your shop and
tea. I don't drink coffee.
You're not a coffee guy.
Coffee's gross.
Pepsi.
Stunts your growth.
Does it?
Well, maybe not.
Okay, we're actually standing in front of this for a reason because this is
leaving.
We're going to say goodbye.
Yeah, it's being loaded next Tuesday, or this Tuesday coming up.
Which is crazy. This is one of those very high dollar cars.
Yeah, it's one of our showpiece cars. Yeah.
Absolutely, that we didn't get a lot of chance to drive, but it drives pretty cool, and I got to
air ride, and it's kind of neat.
It's gorgeous. So
we used it for more of a showpiece, though.
Totally. So, but it's actually going. So we'll have a couple new ones. That's part of the 14 that's coming up, right?
Yes.
Something like that.
Is it? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna make our way towards the back and get you going with what we got to look at today. At least the sun is shining today. That's why Rod's got his.
It's one of those by mid-noon or mid-afternoon, you're like, oh, this is pretty nice. Take the jacket off.
Yeah.
In the morning, it's pretty chilly.
In the morning, it's pretty chilly. Okay. Try not to go. Look at Kevin is digging away in the case with all the polishing stuff. He's going to do a job for us here right away. We're starting with this.
This is kind of one that it's not our typical flavor that we have because we're more hot roddy muscle car kind of thing. But the original classics are just as important. So here's one, a very nice one.
And this is pretty cool.
1955 Pontiac Laurentian.
That's right.
And it's original. Well, it's all redone, obviously, but it's original. Back to stock. You don't see this very often. You see more of the Chevys.
That's right.
Like in the 55, this would be like a Bel Air hardtop, right? In the Pontiac, it's Laurentian hardtop.
So it's a V8 car, actually, which is cool. I think that the neat thing is, like always, including at this time in history, the 55, the 567s are gorgeous cars. Everybody loves them. They did go the next step with sort of the glitz and glamour and trim on a car like this.
The Pontiacs always were a step-up car.
Exactly. They were. So you get these really cool, waterfall pieces, and the chrome is just sort of a little laid on a little bit thicker. You know what I mean? There's a bit more trim, a little fancier in some places.
On the back quarters, this is kind of a interesting fact. On the 55, 56 Pontiacs, they have the straight quarter panel over the wheels. Much like a 55 Chevy.
Right.
So a 56 Chevy, they went with a different opening.
Yes. 55
Pontiac, they didn't. It stayed. So 55-6 had the same kind of quarter. 57 went to the more round.
With that big swoop and curve that it
That's what makes it 55 so unique, and that 56 is different. So Pontiac just did it a bit different.
This is a neat color. It's like it's a kind of a blue-gray actually on the top and coral in the bottom.
In different lights, it looks different. Too.
Yeah, it's kind of pinky, kind of coral. In different lights, this looks kind of blue. It looks kind of gray in different lights. And inside, of course, hard top, which is great. But, you know, kind of pinky coral interior to match with a gray insert, which is pretty cool.
I love the pastel colors.
Yeah, the pastel colors, the 50s
favorite.
colors are awesome. Somebody's throwing seatbelts in this thing. I'm just going to dive in here. So this is cool. There's a couple extra features on this car. This one is right over here. This little switch. Overdrive, right? And there's a lock there. I'm not quite sure what that's for, really. Button hanging out over there, not sure what that is either. But we have an aftermarket stereo that's just hidden down here. Original, still up in there. Vents are all working. So, I mean, it's a pretty cool car. Pretty cool car.
This is gonna get in line to get a polish too.
It will get a polish. It looks pretty good the way it is, but did the 5, 6, 7 Chevys have chrome ribs in the roof? Okay. We've had some that don't have those around here.
So like the main part of the car to a 55 Chevy versus a Pontiac, it's the same.
This
the roof
part,
like the main part of the car is the same. Obviously, like the quarter panels are different on the fenders and the hood, but the main part of the car, like the roof, all this, like the windshield, all this, the vent windows, that's all the same.
Yep. Yeah, because I didn't know this. I didn't know this was a thing. Look at this little thing levers up and down.
Yeah. That's your rain gutter.
Closes. I had no idea that was a thing. I think every car we've ever had around here has had that removed off of it.
Just ask me, Jay. I'll just tell you. How many people have come in and like those little fender or like the curb feelers? They're asking, what are those curb feelers? Or what are those things? I'm like, well, they're curb feelers. Like, you don't know. Like, these are older people, like older than me, that should know what those are.
Yeah, totally.
And the other one that I find kind of funny is there's a little clamshell thing that's on top of the dash on some of the cars. And people don't know what that is. Well, that's a very functional piece. When you have a visor or like a chop top, you can't see the lights. So that's a reflector. It's a traffic view reflector that you can see if the light's green or red. Or
yeah, it kind of reflects the color of the light.
So you're not doing this or trying to look underneath the visor.
Exactly.
Our own Mater truck's got that.
I love these. I love these big pieces that
they call it water. That's the waterfall chrome.
Classic Pontiac thing.
Look how much more chrome it has, though.
Than a Chevy. I know.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's loaded.
These little eyebrows, chromed here.
Up in the top. Do you want to pop the hood? I think it's right in the middle. I think. Right there. Oh, ho, ho.
So this is the first of the V8s.
That's right.
So this would be a 265.
It's kind of funny though. When we started, it was like, is that a 6?
It sounds like a 6,
it
but it's
sounds
an 8.
like a 6. It just purrs. It just, it's got that sewing machine sound. Obviously, nicely refreshing and everything like that.
So this was the era where this was the crossover year for the 12 volt, 6 volt.
Right.
55, right?
55, so, yeah. Well, so this is a 12 volt car.
12 volt.
But then like Fords weren't there yet.
No, 55 Ford, like the T-Bird was a 6 volt still.
Right. Even we have a 55 Crown Victoria. It's pink that we haven't gotten a look at yet.
Yeah,
but
6 volt.
It's a 6 volt as well. So
I think Chevy was kind of the start of the 12 volt.
Totally. Still though, an oil bath filter. That's what that is, right?
Yep.
No power steering, no power brakes. But you know what? It's funny because they set it up really well to not need that stuff. I moved this around the parking lot. It's not that hard to turn. It really isn't.
Because it's got the steering wheel of a Semi on there. So it's a little easier to move around.
It is actually, yeah. And the brakes still do a nice job. So, there we go. Cool car, white walls, the whole bit.
Let's go look at this one.
Yep,
quick.
we're gonna go back here.
Today's video might be a little longer, but
so you've seen this before.
We've had it for a while, but we've been plugging away on it, plugging away at it. And we finally got some of the stuff done. Like the interior was a big one. It wasn't really finished.
Now, for anybody who doesn't remember, this is an F-250, but it's a Crown Victoria chassis. So the problem is that you graft the dash off the F-250 and everything down here in this section is out of the Crown Vic.
Yes.
So they have to line up somehow, and they do, but we have it now nicely finished with carpet.
Kick panels.
Kick panels are done.
The actual heating controls are mounted properly.
That's right. So everything kind of got a little bit more nicely finished off, and you're just in black, it's just simple. You know, not overly done or complicated, but it's clean. It doesn't feel like you need a tetanus shot when you sit in it anymore.
That's what I'm just going to say now. This is it's a cool hot rod. This thing drives, well, it drives like an 07 Crown Vic.
It does.
So it drives awesome.
Absolutely.
But now your wife will get in without a tetanus shot.
Exactly.
You just took the thunder from me. But no, it's a cool ride. It runs and drives incredible.
Yeah.
But we're going to give it that patinaed, what do you call that? Patina juice?
Patina juice, whatever it's called. To put
like
on
a
top
coating.
of the,
More like a matte finish, but it'll bring out the colors.
Yeah, exactly. What's neat is that this truck, I think the part of the gas tank lives under here, right?
It does, yeah.
And obviously the axle takes up some of the space, but I like it when they do this, when they leave portions of the box still usable.
It's still functional. You can put your cooler there, your
lawn chairs in the back,
whatever.
Like you can still.
A lot of people put a false floor way up here, so you only got that much box. Well, that's totally useless to me.
Yeah, you can't do anything. You can't even take lawn chairs or a cooler. That's the problem, right? Because it all just blows out. So
this is still functional.
Yeah,
so it's
still
kinda
usable,
cool.
even though it's missing a little bit of the box, but it's great.
That one, we'll do that one quick too.
Oh yeah.
Our STS Cadillac. We've been working on this one. This is the V.
STS.
We've been. Kevin's got a good polish on it. He has to finish it up today. But we got the wheels refinished. We painted them black. What else did we do? Tinted the windows. We lowered it.
You know what?
The lowering kit on it.
I was just going to say something because that reminds me of something, and I wanted to actually talk about this in the video, and we didn't talk about it before. But who did we have do this amazing job?
Darren and Jen over at Roland Steel.
So we heard some really sad news in the car community this week that Rolling Steel is closing its doors.
Yeah.
Due to unforeseen circumstances.
That's a big blow to the car community.
Absolutely it is. So
we used them lots for
all kinds of stuff.
Refinishing, for milling off the back of a rim and make it fit. Just mounting. We have our own mounting machine, but like a really special wheel, like on a bigger one, we get them to do it.
Yeah, or I would take my stuff there because with Darren and his really special balancer, you could get wheels perfectly smooth, things like that. So I mean, look at the amazing job that they did on these. Even in here, spectacular. And we got to wipe these things off still. They're kind of dirty. But
we just pulled it over.
Exactly. But you know what? What we got to say is thank you, Jen and Darren, for all the hard work over the years. And you'll be missed. We will miss having your business around. We'll see you at the car shows, of course. But
obviously, yeah.
But we're gonna miss Roland Steel for sure. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Okay. Anyways.
Let's go over here.
Don't mean to get mushy on you, but just wanted to say thanks.
Wow, so, look at this. We got a pair of twins.
We do.
Kinda. One's faster than the other, but
a little bit.
A little bit.
One hauls. Well, no, I don't know. It like
they both haul.
They will haul. We're not talking about this. We've had a look at that before, right? We're talking about this. It's a wagon.
Funny story with this car. Okay, over a year and a half ago, a gentleman was going to trade this in. And he drove it from BC all the way here.
Yep.
We did not wind up making a deal, so he drove it home. Another gentleman in the province recently bought this out of Kelowna. I think it was Kelowna or Kamloops or somewhere in there, and drove it back again, and that's how we got it. But so I've known about this car for a couple of years. It's like one of those cars that just everything works. It drives like a brand new car. It's just an awesome car. You can drive this across Canada.
Yeah, air conditioning works. Yeah, everything. Cruise controls in there. Now the factory wheel is down on the floor in there, but it's got a Camaro Z28 wheel in it right now. But I mean, it's wildly cool. So this is a Nova
Malibu.
It's a Malibu. Okay, it's a Malibu wagon.
It's a G-body Malibu.
But the difference is that nose. We're gonna go back to that in a second. I'm gonna ding the car next to me. Look at how nice the interior is.
The interior is gorgeous.
And
white with red interior.
There's black mats in here now, but the actually factory red mats are living in the trunk back there. So it's got all of its original, interior. It's not, so many of these. I mean, the wagons were used. They did hauling, all that kind of stuff.
So cool. Look, this wagon's got. Well, we'll go to the front and we'll talk about the front again.
Before we get there, we got no bumper. We got a roll pan back there. The start of all the ground effects and that stuff.
Torque thrust wheels.
I always loved those. They've stripped some of them had a roof rack.
Most of them would have.
Most of them did. So this one's been removed. Look at those.
Torque thrust. Yeah.
And then that body kit goes right along there. And here's where it all changes, right? This is not the nose off of a Malibu.
That's the Monte Carlo SS.
Exactly. Which really gives this wagon a cool look.
Oh, it makes it look awesome.
You know,
takes it from grandma to cool.
It does.
Yeah, and this is pretty clean.
Little old lady from Pasadena instead.
Stock 305, nothing, just nice running.
Yep, that's right. But you know what?
Headers and
it starts and runs great, and
oh, it does. It
awesome.
Sounds good too.
Yep, it does.
Nice
For
exhaust.
that little engine, it really does. Because this is the engine I've got in my
highway
Olds.
cruiser, like last weekend going to the Rosetown car show, this would have been the perfect car to load all the buddies in, and
oh yeah,
it was actually hot enough that day that you could use the air conditioning.
Look at how clean it is under here.
Oh, just a nice car.
Like, that's awesome. Wow, unbelievable.
Funny story too. The guy that we got this from, he called back the next day and tried to buy it back because he wanted it back because he missed it that much. But we wound up selling him another one instead.
Nice.
That's that white Camaro across the street.
There we go. Okay.
That one went too. So anyway, so the car is that cool, that nice, that he was wanting the car back.
Yep.
Because he loved driving it so much. So that says something for it.
We're gonna go right next door to our next one.
Oh yeah, this one I've almost forgotten.
Look at this.
You don't see these hardly anywhere.
Look at the crazy crackers Chrysler styling of the early 1960s.
Just 1963.
Yeah.
Chrysler 300.
That's right.
So this is a letter car, eh? Like, or number
300 convertible. I love this thing. I think it's so cool.
Fully restored.
Fully restored. So nice red paint job.
Chrome is all like brand new or refinished. Interior's all brand new.
Top works great. If you're on Facebook, you would have seen a video of that last week. So there's some really cool stuff that Chrysler did. It's a square steering wheel, you know. Isn't that crazy? We got push button transmission that lives over here and a kind of a lever you use to disengage and engage it with. And I don't know, I think it's just
full gauge package.
That's right. We got everything in there.
Like the styling, like the whole dash is kind of rounded as it comes.
Yeah, it curves around the corners.
Reminds me of like the new Cadillac dashes, but this would be all like a screen, like in the new Cadillacs or new Lincolns, but it's got that kind of curve to it.
Power
it's
windows.
odd that it's all black though, because normally back in the 60s they would have a tri-tone or two-tone interior.
Yep.
But this is all one. Your own ashtrays.
Oh yeah, your own ashtrays and a lighter down in the middle. The center
of course.
console.
Gotta have that.
Right. Speaker in the back, speaker in the front. And power top works great. This is a really cool car with the
black top too.
It's a black top, but it's hard to describe. Well, you have to check out the pictures, but it's so fastback shaped when the top is up even. It's one of the coolest looking convertibles.
The top up.
With the top up.
We got pictures online.
Yeah. Everything is finished perfectly. You could eat out of the trunk in this thing. It's just awesome. Nice chrome.
I got it first try.
Did you? There's a lot of convertibles, Rod, that don't look good with the top up. And this is one. Yeah. This one looks good. Oh yeah, look at this. Right on.
Yeah, 383. This is all okay. This is a numbers matching car, powertrain, 383, power steering, power brakes.
Yeah, all redone nicely, you know. And when I say redone, I think it was just refreshed, as in,
no, it's not overdone. It's just it's a perfect driver.
Exactly. Power steering.
Show and shine.
Power brakes.
Yeah, it's a nice car.
It's a nice car.
Overall.
It just runs like, you know, like it should. So that is awesome.
Cool car.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, now we're going.
Well, we got it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got 2 left, right?
Oh, we only really did, 3.
1.
Oh yeah, 2. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
Let's go to more of your flavor.
Yeah. What's kind of funny is, like, you know, there's weeks that we do this video, and you're in love with everything on the video, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And there's weeks like this that I'm in love with everything on the video.
Well, this is odd because you're more of the 4-door guy, but I'm getting to like them more, and especially when I see one like this, that it's hard to fault anything on this car.
So this is
really is
63 Pontiac Laurentian.
It's another Laurentian.
Yeah, 2 Laurentians in the same video. It's a big car, but man, so we picked this up. I went with our driver Lloyd, and it was kind of in last week that we picked this up. We had 3 vehicles to bring back, and only 2 fit in the trailer. So I went with him and drove this back. I drove it 3 hours nonstop. It used 1/3 of a tank of gas for 300 kilometers, and it drove like a brand new car. I can't even get over it.
Even like when you first started, like the cold light is on, like everything just...
The radio works, everything works perfect. It drove nice and smooth.
Almost like you drove it off the
It's almost like you drove it off the showroom floor.
Look at the sticker on the front, do you see that?
Oh yeah, this is really cool. From its first year, and this is not like a reproduction. National Parks of Canada, 1963. On the back it says it was $2 for that pass. $2 whole. Like, look at the condition of the door panels and all of this.
That'd be still all the original paint. All in the like in the jams and
totally.
Everything. Like this has been painted once.
Yeah, you can see it's been had one repaint, but all that is original.
The dash is original. You can tell everything else is original.
Look at how nice the dashboard is. A lot of that stuff gets so gross looking, you know?
That seat is so comfortable because the seat's broken in.
Yes.
Right?
Completely.
One thing I don't like when we do a brand new interior and then we do brand new foams and everything.
Yeah.
They're never as comfortable because it takes years to kind of break them in, you know. So sometimes not doing the foams is a good thing just to keep it comfortable, but
like gauges work perfectly. Everything lights up the way it should. The
windows go up and down like butter.
This is the smoothest window I've ever used, and it's I mean I know it's a goofy thing to talk about, but I mean heck even the light works, and there's not any damage. I don't know. This car I think
all
is
the
just
factory jack and this like everything else. The trunk's all.
The trunk's all good. It's all original paint.
So this was bought in BC. It was driven back to Calgary. We made a deal with the guy in Calgary. We met them in Oyen.
Yep.
So this thing's been driven back from BC.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
On its own, and it's done great doing it. I think we still got a couple bugs we got to get off this thing. There we go.
That's a heavy hood, holy.
And here's the surprise. It's an inline 6.
Yeah. With power steering.
Power steering, no power brakes.
Well,
oh no, sorry. This does have power brakes. That's my fault. This is a weird thing. We've never really seen this, have we?
No.
Right? Like master cylinder, brake lines come out to this big, crazy thing. And I've never really seen that. So that's pretty cool.
But just tidy and you're like clean.
Just tidy. It's awesome.
If I had to pick one car out of the whole showroom to have for the whole summer, you just know when you get in and drive it, it starts and it runs and everything works, this would be at the top of the list for sure.
Yep. Yeah, like
it's just cool.
If you said to me, Rod, okay, I want you to drive this thing to Mexico tomorrow.
No problem.
I'd be like, yeah, okay, sure, let's go.
Yeah.
It's just ready for the road.
Put tunes in it, maybe that'd be the only thing to add. There's like one of those hidden things you don't reckon anything.
But you know what? The AM radio
works
flawlessly. The factory AM radio.
I'm not that retro. I need some Bluetooth in my life.
Need some Bluetooth. It's pretty cool.
Is this you on the?
Is that me? Oh, thanks.
Well, there's kind of the same haircut.
Yeah. I don't know, buddy. Let's go up here.
I got a little bit more.
You're catching up.
Yeah, there's a reason why Jay wears a hat every week.
Thanks.
Didn't want to give it away.
Didn't want to give it away. It's a pretty cool car. Pretty cool car. Okay, we're gonna go for a drive in another cool car.
This is the one that I thought was so cool. I drove this for at least a week already, and Darby drove this. Now you've driven it, and just a
Kingswood Estate.
When's the last time you've ever seen a Kingswood Estate wagon, for starters, and one that's still got the original paint on it with really cool patina, original interior. We refinished. I think we got it.
Do you have the keys for this already? I think you got to grab them from there. They're in the.
Oh, I thought we grabbed the keys
in the truck.
Way to go, Kevin.
So what I'll talk about, and Rod, it's just beside the key holder. You'll see it. It's the Chevy key tag. Rod started polishing this. It's all original paint, right? So you can see the huge difference in this. I mean, it's going to be a patina car, but we're going to actually have Kevin today keep going with this. Get it all.
That's what I call a can of worms. So I did this in my shop.
Yep.
And that's about as far as I got. Then I parked here, and Kevin's like, well, we can't leave it like that. I'm like, oh. So there you go.
My next suggestion is I want to get the wood paneling.
Well, we talked about maybe doing like a wrap. Like
a wood paneling wrap on top of that, you know.
Let's pop the hood quick just so we can.
Yeah, well that, and there's a surprise at the front and a surprise at the back, right?
Oh yeah.
This is a special car.
Let's do the back here.
Right? So this is not just a station wagon. This is one of the very famous clamshell station wagons, right?
So we'll do this first.
Look at that.
And you still have
it disappears.
You still have room in here for storage.
For storage. So there's still a huge storage compartment underneath, right? You could get this wagon with a full third seat facing backwards.
That'd be the rear heater, right?
That's the rear heater right there. I think there's supposed to be a cover on it. It's kind of missing right now.
But this is all like original.
Yeah.
Like nothing's been.
No,
there's only been one thing changed, and we'll see it pretty soon.
Yeah. So it's a clamshell because the bottom disappears, right? You pull it up, and then okay, so you expect glass has got to come from somewhere, right? Nope, comes out of the roof. Look at that.
Isn't that cool?
Isn't that wild? I love these. It's like a big curved piece of glass that makes up the corner. The pillar moves inside. So
going down the road looks kind of cool. This has been lowered too. It's got the rallies on it, but this car's been lowered quite a bit.
Yep.
Roof rack. We had an idea of mounting a rocking chair to the roof and putting a dummy on there and wrapping it all up in plastic.
Yeah, we should do a
National
Lampoon's Vacation style. This is pretty close to the family
in there.
The family truckster.
Oh, it is inside. This hood's a little.
Yeah, I think we got to pry up here.
It's a little go-go juice to get going. There we go. Okay.
Look at the smile on Rod's face. Holy.
So that's not your typical engine.
Nope.
So we're looking at a 6-liter LS, 4L60. The whole drive line's been done on this car.
Yeah.
From front to back. This is a driver.
Yeah, it is.
Literally, you're talking about driving to Mexico? Right here.
Yeah. Air conditioning works.
Blows cold.
Blows cold and works great. You know, power steering, power brakes, power locks, power windows.
We'll get into the. No, I don't think it's power windows.
Power windows, sorry.
But we'll get into the coolness of the dash and stuff too when we soon as we fire it up.
Hop in. All right, Kev, hit the door for us, please. Look how nice the interior is in this too. The interior is in great shape. Seats are all nice. Clean. Oh yeah. Turn that down for a second. So look at this. Digital dash. Isn't that crazy?
That's kind of nuts.
It is kind of nuts. It is kind of nuts. Oh, a little bit of dragging.
Oh, it's low.
She's low.
Must be you on your side.
I don't know. I didn't do that when I drove it by myself, Rod.
Well, same here.
All right, here we go. So this is pretty wild. I mean, everything in this thing works. The air conditioning controls, all of it. Let's go for a little rip.
Isn't that fun?
Oh my God, that's awesome.
And by the way, it does have a nice little stereo and Bluetooth and everything.
Yeah, it does.
So that part of it's kind of good. We'll do a little loop here.
We'll do a little loop and we'll head back. But this thing is amazing.
Kind of reminds me of the drive when we had the Hummer out.
Kind of.
Not as fast.
Not quite as fast, but it's good.
Sounds better.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. And it's so cool going down the road.
This car's actually lower than you think it is. I know that we scraped coming out of the building.
I know, it actually is lower, yeah.
Well, let's just see what we can do
See
here.
what we can do? Okay, all right, let's see what we can do.
That's awesome. Ooh, that left some blackies.
Yeah, there's rubber coming off in the vent.
Look at the smoke on the inside. It's all in the inside. Oh. What'd you do?
What did I do?
That was fun. So, at my acreage, we've got a paved driveway, and from this car in the last week, it looks like we've been landing airplanes on there.
Yeah, it's like a tarmac.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Can we go back to the alley shop or go in
Sure,
here?
let's do that. Yeah.
All right. That was the fun for the morning.
I got the blood pumping.
Yeah. I'll take Frogger. Oh, it's not going to be too bad here. Almost
Frogger.
there.
There we go. There is no way a car this big should move this fast. There just isn't. Like, off the line, man, oh man.
Just so much fun.
There's still rubber coming off the tires.
You know. These were new tires too.
They were.
For the future buyer, I apologize.
Yeah, that's right.
Kinda.
Kind of, but it sure does a good job.
That's sure fun, yeah.
All right, let's hop out here. Let's talk about what we got coming up, Rod.
Okay.
We'll go stand in front of the shop. All right, that's amazing.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Okay, well, like I said, we got a ton coming in. We still got that 55 Crown. We're still working out a fuel issue. Our 69 Charger, still getting some work done on it. 57 Chevy, which I think we have a deal on that car, so that might not even get shown.
Yep.
We have an 81 square body inside here with an LS in it.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
And a 5-speed manual. Four-speed manual, yeah.
We also have another Mater truck. We have a 1950 Chevy half-ton that we just got in. It's getting a new carpet put in today, and we got some lower spindles in for it today too, so we'll show that one. It's just almost a twin to Mater. It's pretty cool. We've got a 74 Cuda coming in, bright green. 29 Ford Hot Rod. This is a 4-door. It's got a special powertrain. Just keep doing for that one.
Yeah.
We've got an 82 original 39,000 kilometer TA coming in.
Oh, this is cool.
Another one of these TAs with low kilometers.
Yeah, and it's like a cool pewter color.
And no, that's a different one.
Oh.
This is a blue one. This is the 82.
Oh, geez, sorry.
So we also have a 2002 WS6 Trans Am with only 17,000 original kilometers, one owner.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones that's in the trailer that we didn't bring out today.
Okay, all right.
We got an SRT 10 Viper truck coming with lower miles again.
No way.
An 83 original Suburban, like unbelievable condition, like original.
Yeah.
And we have inside, we have a 75 F100 Pro Street short box, a real short box with a 460 in it. It's pretty cool.
It is wild.
On consignment coming in this week, we got a 77 Cadillac Eldorado, 21,000 miles.
Yeah, the big full front wheel drive caddy. Oh, it's cool.
And the last one we got, it's in the trailer. We didn't show it today. We got another OBS truck, 1991. It's just as nice as that red one, I guarantee it. It's got a Ramjet fuel injected, fully restored top to bottom.
Wow.
It's a gorgeous truck.
Well, thanks for sticking with us today. Like and subscribe, follow along for all the details. We'll catch you something, of course, every week here at Rod's Hot Rods, and we'll see you next time on Hot Rod Hangout.